In this beginner tutorial for plasticity hard surface modeling, I'm going to show you how to design a simple GAN stock. Yeah, we're going to be using our GAN from a Blender course, the Game Master 2.0 course, and we're going to design this stock in plasticity, okay, this shape. So let's get started. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go here and reset our scene. So new file, reset the scene. We're going to select this mud cap here because it's easier to see. Hold Alt, middle mouse button, and just, change your view to the right view. And we're going to hide this panel here because we don't need it, okay? Cool. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to, make this shape a bit larger. So let's press 3 and extend it in here and, select this face on the top. Right click to confirm. And simply use these gizmos to make this shape a bit larger, okay? Then we're going to press Shift A to grab this line curve, and we're going to snap it here, left click, then left click, and left click, and then right click. You confirm everything in plasticity with right click, okay? Then press C, left, right, and X to delete, okay? Peachy. So that's now a stock. Now, we're going to create the rest of it. So Shift A again. We're going to snap it here and draw a line all the way down here like this, right? And then continuing with the stock somewhere here, then going down here like this, then going up, then tap Shift here, hover over this point, tap Shift to create this guideline, snap to it, right? Go down here, and then we're going to go all the way here, I think. Something like this, and connect it here, and you're done. Now we're going to press 3 and select this one and start extruding it. Confirm it with right click, select it again, move it, and then click on this surface here, okay? You can press Alt Z to turn off this X-ray here, okay? Cool, so now we got the even thickness. Press 2, select the curve, this one, right? And delete it because we don't need it. Then press 4 for solids, select these two solids with Shift, QQ to boolean them together, right click, one shape. Now we're gonna cut these curves, yeah? So click here and hold and choose this control point curve. Click here and then click here and then click here and approve it. Then press 1, select this point, right? And then GG, and let's just, kinda align it in here on the y-axis, maybe something like this, and then approve it. Press 2, select the curve, right? C, left, right, and then press 4, nuke this nonsense, press 2, nuke the curve with X, you're done. One more time, the same curve, click here, and then somewhere here, and then somewhere here, approve it. Press 1, grab this one so you can adjust the point, move it somewhere here, right? Approve it. Press 2, select the curve, C, left, right, nuke it. Peachy, now we got the basic shape. All right, so now we're gonna run the bevel. So press 2, select the edge here, and if you go down, you're gonna be creating a chamfer. If you go up, you're gonna be creating a bevel. And if you control click here on this curve, on this edge here, you will be able to copy that bevel to the other edge. Let's just hold Shift to slow down this, action here, and we're good to go. Now we're going to grab this curve and we're going to bevel it and click on this bevel. So we're going to copy the size, control click here, right click, happy days, right? Good. So now we're going to, well, I'm going to change the design a little bit. So we're going to run a curve here and we're going to press Shift A, click here, tap Shift and grab this GG over here and we're going to cut it. So C, left, right. Press 4, nuke this nonsense, 2, nuke this nonsense, happy days. Now I wonder if this stock shouldn't be straight. So let me select this face with 3 and move it here. I wonder. Maybe something like this. This could be interesting actually. In fact, you know what? This angle could be interesting like that. C, whoops, C, left, right. Press 4 and nuke that. How we looking? That's quite interesting. I like this dynamic. So now we're gonna select all these edges here with Shift, and we're gonna bevel them. So go up, boom, right? Peachy. Now, let's create the cutout. So Shift A, and we're gonna, you know, cut from somewhere here. Tap Shift here to get the guideline. Tap Shift here, 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 and then here, right? And I think maybe an angle here would be more interesting. So we could actually borrow this angle, right? Borrow this angle. Can we even borrow this angle? I have an idea how to do this. Let's just approve this here. Grab this edge, Shift D that, GG, and move it in here. And we're going to trim it. So press T and trim all this nonsense. And we're going to have the same edge angle as here, right? Approve it with right click. Press 2, select all these. We need to join them, so press J. Then press 1 and we're going to bevel them, right? So bevel this one. Bevel this one. You got to do it separately because they're not the same angle, okay? Don't be lazy. I think these are the same. No, they're different too. A slightly different angle, so just do it separately. You're gonna get better results, yeah. You're always gonna get better results if you're not lazy, do you know what I mean? It's like magic, you know. C, left, right, and press X to delete it, and good. This is too big, so press 3. Select this one with Alt, and we're going to make it a bit smaller. Approve it, and then GG, and kind of move it somewhere here into place, okay? I would actually make it even smaller than this. But when you're gonna make it smaller, you're gonna have to make these bevels larger, yeah? Because they're gonna get, you know, they're gonna become smaller. So I'm gonna grab all these bevels and make them larger, okay? Cool. All right, awesome. Then select this one, and we're gonna run a chamfer. And then we're going to bevel this and control click here. Chordal to make them even, approve it. Let me see that. Cool. If you want to toggle edges, go here and grab this command toggle viewport edges and right click and apply shortcut Control E. You're going to be able to toggle them on and off very easily. It's a good trick to know when you want to, you know, read the silhouette. So here we're going to cut this. I'm thinking I'm going to cut it like this. This could be interesting. Tap Shift here, Alt Z, so we can see that. And go maybe somewhere here, tap Shift here, and go up, and we're going to bevel this. And then C, left, right, and we're going to cut this stock a little bit differently. So creating a bit of a different design. See, like when I'm modeling from references, right, I never really repeat the same thing because it really doesn't teach you anything important, you know, about modeling. See, like if you compare these two now, right, they're a little bit different. You see what I mean? This stock is a little bit different than this one already. And I really encourage you when you're going through tutorials, it doesn't matter what it is, never fucking repeat what you see like a monkey, okay? Because it will teach you fuck all. If you really want to be an artist, stop being a monkey, okay? That's a pro tip. Now, if you want to really learn plasticity on a, you know, higher level, and you want to learn a proper workflow, and you want to go deeper into all these tools, then grab our course, The Ultimate Guide to Plasticity. You can find it on our website, blenderbros.com/plasticity. This course will teach you a lot about plasticity. In fact, everything you need to know. We're going to be building this amazing sci-fi ship concept with the interior, bring it to Blender, texture it, detail it, render it, the whole shebang. It's a fantastic course. People absolutely love it. So grab it. Again, blenderbros.com/plasticity and enjoy. The link is also in the video description. Now, let's grab this one and bevel this. Chordal, that will not work. Control E, let me see that. One more time here. Chordal, there we go. And same here, right? Just bevel this. Chordal, there we go. How we looking? We're looking pretty good. So I'm thinking I would like to cut this from the top here. So grab this cube and snap it somewhere here in the middle. Then press C to draw it from the middle. And then press B for new body, okay? Because otherwise it's going to be running a difference boolean. So press B, approve it, move it up here, press 3, and we're going to reshape this, right? So we can, oh, come on, you bastard. There we go. We can actually make this a bit larger. Okay, Alt Control click here to select both faces. We're gonna make it a bit more skinny like this, and then I'm going to drive it through. So let me see how this is gonna go. This could be interesting. this face here, so press 3, select the face, could align with this one. So R, hold control, and we're going to align it. If we can't align it, we're going to go control E, press 2, select the edge, shift D, G, move it here, make it larger, right? Come on. SS, there we go. GG, move it here, C, left, right, Bob Jungle, right? And this one is a bit too deep, so we can move it. Oh, I think, actually, maybe not. Maybe a bit too deep, maybe somewhere here. And we're going to bevel this, right? And then we're going to bevel this one, right? And control click here. How are we looking? We're looking quite interesting. So then 4, select this one, then Q, and, you know, cut this. That's actually quite interesting. So we can run the bevel here and bevel here. One. Alt Z because I can't see anything. There we go. Bevel here and bevel here. And I think we're good. Approve it. How are we looking? That's an interesting stock, not gonna lie. Cool. So we got that done. Now the last one's gonna be the trigger, right? So let's just you know, cut this in here like this. So tap shift here, Alt Z again, and do something like this here, right? Tap shift here. So now we're going to bevel these, right? So press 1 for points, Alt Z, and we're gonna bevel this one. And then bevel this one. And we're going to press C, left, right. And we're going to nuke this. Now we got 2 pieces, right? This one and this one. So we can attach something to this piece and separate it, right? So what we're going to do now is we're going to run a cube here in the bottom. So this one from here all the way here, and press B for new body. And we're going to press 3 and move it in here to the middle. And approve it and move it to the other side here. So I think it's too thick. That will do. And then we're going to mirror it. So 4 Alt X, mirror Q, right? And then let's just grab them both to local view. So press period numpad on a keyboard, sorry. Press 3, grab this one and move it here on Y-axis. Hold control, right? So select the face, right? Here. Press G, Y, and hold control and snap it here to this point. So they're going to align. And we're going to grab this face here on the top and move it in, right? Like this, okay? And we're going to boolean them together. But before we do, let's cut this bit here. So tap here, shift, C, left, right, nuke this. There we go. And then 4, and grab these 2 and QQ, right? Now we got one shape. So now what we can do is we can run a bevel here like this, okay? Here and here, boom, right? And let's see how we're looking. Let's go back. That looks pretty peachy. So now we can, you know, make this a bit smaller here. So let's just bevel this. Let's see, it's not too big. I think it might be a little bit too deep. So 3 and move it a little bit up. There we go. And I think that's gonna be good. We can run a bevel here. In fact, before we do that, let's run the bevel here. There we go. Then run the bevel here and here, right? And chordal. Let's go back. How are we looking? We're looking pretty good. Let's run a bevel on this one as well. So we're gonna have a nice separation. Then, and we now need to cut the middle, right? So let's cut the middle. So Shift A, and let's maybe start somewhere here. Follow this line. So tap Shift here. And we're gonna go along this line here. And then along this line. Then along this line. Then along this line. Something like this. Let me see that. So B here for bevel. B here. Obviously B here, right? And then here, and then here, and here, right? And then C, left, right, and nuke it. That looks cool. It's not too thin. Hang on. press 3, click this, let me see that. Let me make it a bit thicker, and then GG and move it somewhere here. This one is a little bit too thin, so make this wall thicker, so all the walls are the same size. And then we're going to bevel this, right? So bevel this one, chordal, sort it, and then all we need is a trigger, right? So we're gonna have a trigger here, so Shift A, and we're gonna create a trigger like this, right? Doesn't have to be anything special. 3, and just make it thicker, move it to the middle, so GX, and snap it to the middle here. And you know, we're going to bevel this one, cut this, right? We're gonna bevel this one. We can chamfer this. It's gonna be interesting, I think. And then bevel these two. There you go. And we could, you know, make a cutout here, so it's gonna be a bit lighter. So, you know, something like this or whatever, right? And bevel this. C left, right. There you go. Does it look good? Actually looks interesting. We could move it a little bit here like this and align these two together, so the gap's gonna align more or less. That looks good. So you see now we managed to create a similar concept, right? Similar idea, but we changed a few things. And it's really important that when you're modeling, okay, you really want to, I can't emphasize this enough, okay? You really want to play with design, okay? You want to, you know, you want to add this and that from yourself, because that's the only way to grow, seriously. If you're going to be repeating what other people did, you're going to be a monkey forever, right? You don't want to be a monkey, do you? Shift D, Shift F, you know, I don't even repeat my own stuff. You know, when I was designing, for example, the Mac course, right, for Plasticity, I designed it once, and then I was designing it one more time, right? And it was a bit different, you know. I just can't stand repeating the same shit every time. It's so boring. I don't know how people can actually live with themselves, just, you know, redesigning shit they see online. It's like, teach me how to make AK-47. Who gives a fuck? It's already been made. Why would you want to make this again? You know what I mean? I know it's a job, but it must be a job that's really depressing, because I wouldn't find it fun. So if you're an artist, stop doing this shit. Just design your own stuff, okay? Try it. I know it's challenging, but that's the whole point. If you're not going to challenge yourself doing something, what's the point of being alive, okay? See what I mean? Scale this a bit, and it's gonna be a nice stock. So 4, combine it, QQ, let's just bevel this one, chordal, right? And then let's run the bevel here, chordal, happy days, right? And there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you would like to learn plasticity in depth, grab our course, The Ultimate Guide to Plasticity. Is absolutely crazy. I'm going to show you how to design this cool sci-fi ship, including the interior. We're going to bring it to Blender, so you're going to learn how to use the bridge, and we're going to texture it, detail it, render it, post-process the render. It's going to be the whole process, right? So the whole pipeline is explained. So grab the course. It's on our website, blendbros.com/plasticity. The link is also in the video description. And if you would like to get some more tips on how to model in Plasticity, check this video next. I'm actually sharing my favorite tips over there that I'm using every time for hard surface modeling. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.